Hi everyone, so today we're going to be finishing up our high school. Also, last time I didn't check the price of the exterior and it was actually worth 233k, which is a lot for the exterior only. And usually like the interior ends up being a lot more expensive than the exterior, so I'm going to be very poor by the end of this. This is the layout. Okay, so I'm going to start off with the office. I'm gonna place like counters down here. For some reason it's not letting me place this wall over here. I feel like it's something to do with the structural thingamajig. I'm not getting rid of that. No. I need to finish up this build today because my neighborhood expires tomorrow and I don't want to renew my neighborhood because I'm gonna be gone for a month. I don't see a purpose in renewing it and I hate public service, so I need to grind. Wow, I could use all these random office trinkets, dinglings, knickknacks. I think this is the first time I use these random folders. I wonder if you could rescale. Do you guys have those photo frames in your schools that just have every single class? Like, for example, they just have pictures of everyone from class of 2020 or something like that. And it's just all the classes over the years. My school has that and it literally, like, there's so many. They take up like 2 hallways. I'm gonna be there soon. I just realized the description for these is a fancy wardrobe for your fancy clothes. Did they copy paste this or are they like being satire? If you're wondering what this is, I let my sister, who's like 8, do the principal's office, so don't judge. This is like her second time building in Bloxburg. I'm pretty sure this is the same door that I used for my middle school build, if I remember correctly. So that's something that hasn't changed about me. I don't like how at the edge they're not like aligned because this is curved, so that's annoying. I'm thinking in this empty space over here of placing a bunch of seating. Oh my god, it's raining. Of placing like a bunch of seating. It could be like somewhere for students to study or something. Just remembered, should I include like a library in the school? I don't think I've ever used this sectional and I want to use it so badly right now. When I was younger, I was so afraid of seating that didn't have back support. So stuff like this, for example. Yeah, like I was scared that, like, what if I'm unconscious and I just drop back and then I die? Like, and that fear was reinforced once when I was at like some random people's house. I don't even remember whose house it was. It was like maybe one of my parents' friends or something. And my sister was sitting on a stool that didn't have back support and she was laughing and she just fell backwards. And I was like, oh my god, I'm scared of seats like that. You know what? I should have put the pillows on first and then cloned it, save some money, but I didn't. Oh my god, this is the reason why I've lost like 500k within 30 minutes. I feel like this is the first time these books are kind of appropriate, except I don't know if you'd be studying quantum chromodynamics in a high school. Well, these are like normal high school subjects, right? Except for C++. I think I'm gonna just leave pre-decorated shelf, even though it doesn't really fit that aesthetic. I feel like this is the only time you're gonna need all these diverse range of books, you know? I feel like the other plain books are way too plain. Doesn't, you know, fit in a high school setting. I need to hurry up, yo. Okay, this is gonna be the cafeteria. Gonna just shove in some commercial. Nah, I'm not spending that much on a stove, yo. Have y'all ever tried cafeteria food? Like, I've never tried my school's cafeteria food just because it looks abnormal, you know? Like, it's not like natural. My friends and I always joke that school cafeterias are for the failed chefs. I feel kind of bad. I don't know, there's just something with cafeteria food. I know in some schools it's like mandatory to eat cafeteria food, which I feel bad, to be honest. This is gonna be where the food is served. Why is this glitching like that? Actually, maybe cafeteria food isn't that bad and I just exaggerate it in my head, because I've seen like gym teachers, you know, healthy, fit thing. Or like I always assumed that gym teachers eat healthy for some reason. I don't know why. I've seen a gym teacher at my school order from the cafeteria, so maybe that's just a stereotype. Each time I meet like a student that is younger than me, they always ask me for advice in school. They ask me what it's like to be in this grade or whatever, and it's always like, do I want to tell them like a sugar-coated anecdote of my experience, or do I want to like tell them the harsh truth that will probably make them cry? I always contemplate, and usually I end up telling them like a sugar-coated experience. I don't know, I just feel bad. I don't want them to be anxious, y'all. Like, you're still a baby. You don't need to be worried. In the beginning of 11th grade, we had this presentation thing to do, and our audience was 10th graders. Like, after the presentation, there's sort of like talk time, like where the 10th graders ask you questions. And this 10th grader asked me and my friend, he was like, oh, you know, please tell me 11th grade is easier. 10th grade is the hardest thing ever. My friend was actually terrifying the kid, and the kid looked so horrified, and I felt so bad for him. So yeah, usually I just tell people sugar-coated summary for this reason, because I just feel bad. Like, these tables are reminding me of Harry Potter for some reason. Esta escuela es muy bonita. You can tell I'm doing my Duolingo lessons. Look at these lights. Okay, so I have 2 hours until my neighborhood expires, and I have 17 rooms to do, which gives us about 17 minutes per room. Yikes, I gotta hurry up. I don't think we have room to have like an auditorium thing, so I'm thinking of having the front area dedicated for like the speakers and stuff. For the teachers, they could have like an event or something, and the teachers would sit there. I'm gonna do desks because they're a lot longer compared to dining tables, and length is kind of what I want here. I kind of want to hide this with a basic shape. I only have a minute left for this cafeteria area, so I don't think we're gonna finish on time. By the way, that's not exactly when my neighborhood expires. I gave myself like 30 minutes to do the decals, the tour. It's fine. We're not completely 100% pressed on time. I am not second thinking anything right now because we don't have the time. Yeah, we can only fit 3 teachers in this, but it's fine. Well, it could be like the principals, I guess. I'm gonna make this clean. Okay, I'm gonna add a podium. Okay, we have to move on. I do not have time. This is so unfair because I'm constraining myself. Okay, so next we're gonna do a classroom. Honestly, I think with the classrooms, I could just clone all the desks and stuff. Like, I don't have to think about the classroom, so I could maybe save some time through that. I'm gonna make all the flooring the same throughout the entire school. Wait, except for the gym and the pool. Did I say there was gonna be a pool? There's gonna be a pool, by the way. I'm gonna keep painting everything. I don't think I've ever built this fast before. Okay, so I think the first classroom is just gonna be a math classroom just because that's the first thing that comes to my head. Should we separate the sciences so you could have like chemistry, physics, and biology? I haven't thought about this. Most really big classrooms actually have 2 entries and exits. That's why I'm placing 2. I don't know why they have 2. Maybe if there's like a fire, you could like use the other exit. Downstairs could be all the STEM subjects, I think. So we could have like math, physics, chemistry, biology downstairs. Plus the gym and change room and washroom and whatever. And then over here we could have like visual arts, language, so like English, and then French. Oh, I forgot geography and history is a thing. How could I forget? Oh, music. We could have a music room. I forgot music existed. Okay, I think I'm gonna do this, and it's gonna be the front. I was initially thinking of doing like custom desks, but those aren't guaranteed to be clonable. Okay, actually this is semi-custom. Gonna get a cube. I need to like keep track of my time because I'm not really keeping track of my time. Actually, let me get the... Oh, I wish this was clonable, yo. Oh my god, I had to leave for 2 minutes because someone knocked on our door and ran. Like, what? Okay, whatever. Forget the time. I'm just gonna try to rush. This is gonna be the teacher's desk. The teacher gets the same desk as the students. It's fine. Oh yeah, I want to do like a question of the day thing. I'm just gonna give the students a stool instead of a chair because they're cheaper, although they are less comfortable. And I do think they take up less room, so That's a pro. I'm gonna put some books and I'm gonna pack this room with posters because I think boring classes like math should have the most posters. So you're the most entertained in them, you know? And so I'm just gonna put these everywhere. I feel like it's too big, but it's okay. In 8th grade, my math teacher had like a poster in every inch of the classroom, which was great because I would fall asleep in that class. This classroom can only hold 12 people. Okay, I'm just gonna put counters everywhere for lab benches. Oh, the lighting is so dark in here. I just realized I gotta add more. I think I'm gonna add like pendants lighting. Okay, so we have like pendants above each desk. That should give us enough lighting. Yes, they gave us a ton of lighting. Clearly the lighting's so balanced. It's beautiful. Should people sit on lab benches? I don't know. Ceiling. Ciel. Why did I spell it like French? Okay, this is such a small like classroom, but you know what, it's fine. Okay, I'm gonna put this as the board. Un oficina. Okay, we need a computer. I forgot to add a computer to the other classroom. I'm just gonna put papers instead because we just pretend that they threw out their computers and they're using paper now. We could pretend that this is like one of the rich private schools that have classrooms of like 6 people. So, you know, teachers can prioritize. They could focus on each kid more. Not like the public education system where they cram 30 kids in one classroom. This could be where all the evil science supplies are stored. I'll make a marble so it looks luxurious. Once some guy in my physics class touched the sink and it just started spraying everywhere. And I was like, wow, how bad do you have to be? Each classroom should have a phone so they could call your parents. You know, my physics class has these neon lights they'd have. Sorry if I bring up physics a lot. It was the only science that I took. So yeah, they'd have like these neon lights and they're so nice because they make such good lighting because you didn't have to have the main lights on. Except I think the neon lights in Bloxburg don't light up as well as the actual lights. But that is fine. It'll do. Okay, so here will be another science classroom, except this time I think we're gonna make everyone sit on those lab benches. My lab benches are gonna be just your typical old island. I feel like I should paint these first so I don't have to regret and go through the pain of painting. We didn't have like lab benches, we just sat in normal class room. But for some reason, every like cartoon or anything I watch with lab benches, they sit on stools, which looks discomforting. Okay, I just checked the time. We only have an hour left, which is kind of weird. So like, it did not feel like an hour spent on these rooms, but it's okay, whatever. Gyms always have this weird flooring. It's like wood, but it's like not real wood. It's like, and they always have it in this like orangey color. A lot more lighting in here because this place is so big and dark. These things, oh yes, that's what I think of in gyms. I don't know why. I feel like they all should just have this light. We could also get some wall lights if these aren't enough because I feel like these are not enough, but I don't. Especially because I'm painting them hurricane gray and that is not a bright color at all. Oh yes, this lighting is actually so beautiful. This is so good. Okay, I'm gonna make this like room, like they're gonna have all the like janitor stuff, all the household plumbing. It's gonna have like 20 billion mops because I don't know what else you put. I feel like they have heaters and stuff, but I don't know how to make that in Bloxburg. So I'm just gonna put laundry, washers and dryers. I think that would do. Put us under the illusion that it's like some machinery and we could put like pipes everywhere. Oh my god. These are gonna be the tiniest washroom stalls in existence, but it's okay, guys. Okay, I'm gonna make this too, and it's just could be like this. Could be the disabled stuff, and then fence gates. For what? Like they're so low too. Are these not low to you guys? I could already tell this is where all the girls are skipping hangout camp all day in the washroom. Hi guys, editor Lena over here to give a cute little rant. Is it just me or in my school, like every single time I go to the washroom, there's just this huge crowd of girls sitting there on the washroom floor eating there, which is just disgusting, and doing drugs. It annoys me so much. And it's like, when you walk in, they all just give you the dirtiest look, like, sorry, I'm using the washroom for its intended purpose here. The worst part is they'd hide inside the stalls so teachers won't catch them. And it's so annoying because the stalls are always empty and I can never use the washroom. Like, I don't know why they choose the washroom out of all places in the world to hang out. Like, at least hang out outside. Like, the weather is nice. Okay, yeah, that was my rant. Okay, it's gonna be the change room. For the change room, I'm just gonna place a bunch of clothing racks, a bunch of benches, and I think it'll do, to be honest. Oh wait, we should have showers. Okay, so I was thinking of having the basketball nets, the pre-made basketball courts, but I don't think they will fit. So that's a problem. We could, I guess, have this go through and we can hide it somehow, because I don't want to like spend the time and make my own court. Okay, this is good enough. We actually were able to hide it. It looks a little shifted, but that's okay. Do you guys have a favorite class? Like for me, I always lean towards like language classes. I feel like I always find them super interesting. Like I always liked French growing up, because that was our like second language class that we had to do. My neighborhood did expire and I didn't finish, so we gotta hurry up. This is almost worth 500k. At least it's not as bad as my resort. Knowing that my neighborhood is gonna expire made me build so much faster. This is worth $1,200 or what? I think this one time, like right after I finished school, I was trying to cook an omelet. So I grabbed a bunch of eggs, and then for some reason I was supposed to like place the egg on the counter. For some reason I dropped it from, a height. It wasn't even that high of a height, okay? It was maybe like 8 centimeters. Sorry, I just have to pull out my ruler. Dropped from 8 centimeters, okay? And for some reason that egg cracked and I was shocked because I didn't know they were that weak, This sounds very silly of me, and I'm gonna blame this occurrence because of physics, man. Like the amount of questions I get that are just not physically possible is insane. Like I remember sometimes I'd get like questions that would be like, an egg fell from a chicken that is 3 meters above ground. Assume that the egg did not break. And I think that those problems skewed my reality a little bit. Do you guys ever get asked like whether you're languages / humanities type of kids or math / science type of kids? Growing up, I never knew how to answer those because I was kind of average at everything, or I guess I was a little above average. I wasn't like gifted or anything, but I was normal. Like I just did equally as well but I think now I'm realizing that I'm definitely a humanities / languages type of kid, not a math and science type of kid. I found that like every math class or science class I take, like everyone's just so good at it, and it takes me like more time to process than everyone else, and everyone just seems to understand everything so quick, and it's like I don't know, I just find them so much harder. I don't know if I should put windows that would lead to the pool. I think that would be kind of distracting to have in a class, but it's okay. A lot of these classrooms are very plain. I can't be bothered to. I'm gonna just put this desk alone. It could be like the timeout desk. In the second part of my middle school video, I basically talk about how I never had normal English teachers. Like, I've always had just the wildest experiences with them. I think I only talked about my middle school English teachers, and that pattern kind of continued for the next few years. But then this year, I actually got a good English teacher. Like, she was normal. English kind of became one of my favorite classes now. So yeah, teachers definitely make a difference. We are finally finished this build. It is worth $580,000. So I did tour the exterior in part 1 of this video. So if you haven't checked that out, please do so. So as soon as you enter, I love how like there is just a sky ceiling, is that what it's called? Like you just have so much natural lighting in. Over here you have the office, so you could sign up here if you want to enroll. Got so laggy. Here's a bunch of books. Yeah, in here you come in. This is also the office. part of the office, and you have beautiful photographs of me, principal. In here, this is the principal's office. That's why there's a picture of me in here, because I'm the principal. My sister built this. It's a cute little bright room. Over here is the math class. I think the highlight of this build is definitely the posters. Like, look at all of these. What even is this? It felt very empty, so I just packed all of the classrooms. So I just added a bunch of posters. So yeah, that's le classe de mathématiques. Over here is the physics classroom, similar to math. I didn't have that much room to put a lot of posters, so I only put these. This is like the realest poster ever. It's about how physics is just math in disguise. This is also another super real poster. So that's physics. So this is the chemistry classroom. A chemistry classroom isn't a chemistry class without the periodic table, of course. I don't even know what this is, but I always see chem and bio kids drawing this. So I don't know what they mean though. I think it's like some structure, chemical structures. I don't know. We got some cheesy puns that you can't really see because they're overlapped. I love how like sleek and modern this school is, and then all of that is just contrasted with all those silly posters. Like, okay, so this is the biology classroom. Like, look at this monkey. It's so beautiful. We got a cell poster. I think I'm touring the posters now at this point, not the actual build. Yeah, we got a cell diagram. We got a parts of a plant, if you didn't know. Got day in the life of a marine biologist. I don't know why this is here, but got anatomy, yummy. And this is not even in English, and I didn't notice that when I put it. I just searched up biology. I always make my biology friends diagnose me with stuff because each time I have health problems. Okay, so this is the like janitor place. This is where they do all the electricity stuff. And this is the female washroom. Got the stalls in here. They're so cramped. And oh my god, I thought I forgot to add a toilet here. And this is the disabled stall. Male washroom is the same, so I'm not gonna tour it. This is the staff washroom. It's also the same, it's just a little more spacious. So this is the change room. This is the female change room. Got a good old lockers, benches, and these showers with curtains, which are so nice. Like, these look so good. And the male one is also the same, so it's just a little smaller. Okay, and this is the gym, smaller, where you could play basketball. Probably the worst. Oh my god, you could shoot. What? I didn't know you could do that. It's actually so cool. What? Yeah, this is accurate depiction of my abilities in basketball in real life. Anyway, so this is the pool. I put a cute little plushie, floaty, and this is supposed to mean no running allowed because I couldn't find a poster, so I just put a picture of someone running, and then I put a structural that has an X on it, so hopefully you can understand what that means. And no electric device. So this is the cafeteria. I love how this turned out. I love how the actual kitchen turned out is so nice and industrial, and it definitely, well, this is too good to be served in a cafeteria, but in a school cafeteria, but it's okay. Yeah, I love how high this is. Got some nice chairs. I need to start writing down like my thoughts because there are so many things I said I was gonna do, but I just forgot to add them. Yeah, so over here, a bunch of seating area, so you could also study here if you want, or you could just chill. Yeah, this is the art classroom. We have a bunch of drawings. Let's not ask. This is supposed to remind you to clean your brushes. This is the music classroom. I don't know what these are. I don't even know what these notes mean because I've had music in so long. This is another washroom. It's also the same thing, so I'm not gonna really tour it. History classroom. This is a bunch of kings and queens. I don't know why I put Shakespeare here, but it's okay, whatever. Yeah, so there's a bunch of posters. This is, yes, more posters. This is a bunch of political people. More posters. I forgot to do these. So this is the geography classroom. I didn't know what to put for geography. I just put a bunch of maps and someone thinking and landscapes because geography is land. Yes. This is the French classroom. If you can tell, these are the posters. I put boards everywhere just to fill up the wall space. And this is the English class. I also didn't know what posters to put for English. That is it for the video. If you enjoyed watching, please subscribe and like the video and leave a comment. Bye bye.